Tonight on It's the Law, we're talking more about overtime pay. Millions of Americans, including more than 150,000 Georgians, will either see a change in money or their hours they work. Our legal analyst Jay Davis is here to talk more about this. Jay, first off, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
This is one of those things, every time the government acts, it's going to have some both good and bad qualities of what's going on. There's going to be a lot of businesses who are going to struggle to adhere to these kind of standards. They're going to have employees, good employees that may work overtime, stay in, they're salaried, they know that they're just trying to make sure things work. Now they're going to be obligated to pay them or say you can't go and make sure that these things are right. You're going to have to go home because we can't pay you, or either they're going to have to pay them, which they might not be able to do. So that's going to be the negative side of it, is not being able to function as an employee might want to do or as an employer. It takes it out of their negotiating hands. On the good side, there's other industries like food service industries that have a lot of employees who are younger, and they get into a managerial role at a young age, and they're salaried, and all of a sudden they're salaried at more than what they were making, but then they have their hours worked actually decrease their hourly rate. So those employees are probably going to see some sort of change that's probably beneficial, and it'll probably help them, and it probably will only take a little bit of money out of the hands of the big companies, and that part's probably a good thing, most Americans would probably say.
And real quick, the small businesses, the mom and pops, I know we said that maybe, they may pay their employees via hourly rather than salary, but still, if they do have some of those salary folks on there.
The key thing people need to realize is it is salary. It is going to affect people who are salaried, and right now people who are salaried up to 23,000 something, those can get overtime. And anybody who's salaried, hire somebody and hire them for $25,000 a year. They might work 40 hours, maybe 45, maybe 35, and they're going to have the same rate no matter what. But now if they work more than 40, they're going to have extra money up until the time of, so it only really affects people who are salaried employees from 23,000 and something to about 47,000, a little over 47,000. So that's what's really being affected, is people who are salaried employees. A lot of employers may change and begin paying their employees on an hourly rate rather than a salary to avoid that, or either make them adhere to a Clear 40 standard and not let them work 35 hours a week on occasion.
All right, Jay, thanks so much. And as always, we want to hear your legal questions. If you have any, it's the law at 41NBC.com. We'll do our best to answer it during our It's the Law segment each Wednesday on the news at 6.